Welcome back to another episode of YounderTales, man. We appreciate all the love, all the feedback, man, all the new subscriptions, man, all the likes. Man, I love when we run across y'all out in public and you talking about the stories and cracking jokes. That's what it was all about. But once again, I got my brother, the man, Eastwood, in the building. What's up, baby?
What's up, Boski?
Oh, man, you already know, man. Hey, congratulations on that second place of the Pro-Am on the Wild West California Delta. Hey, before the tournament started, when we was talking, like, the bite is tough out here in the California Delta, right? So it got a lot of guys scared to even come out and fish, which is understandable when you're talking about that large of money to put up to see if you're going to hit. Like, regular tournament, when you're talking about $50, $100 or something like that, well, you don't even mind the loss in some cases, you know, like, you can still have fun, like, and it's justified, whatever, I went for it. But when you start talking about $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 putting up, yeah, that's when you gotta look yourself in the mirror and be like, can we crush? Can we do it? Yeah, you gotta look. So with Eastwood, we were talking, I said, man, it's tough out there. I said, but the heat, the weather started changing for the better. Yeah. And we knew, like, hey, it can happen, but who knows with the off limits, you know, between all the off limits, not knowing, is it going to turn on? Is it not going to turn on? Yeah. Man, run everybody a little bit, like the practice, how you got out there, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, for the jump, man, yeah, that, like you're saying, that was a tough one because we were barely piecing together a limit before that, like just struggling. I mean, we kind of did okay in a couple tournaments, but yeah, it was a tough little period, man. It looked good on paper, but it seemed like it was just coming. Those little tournaments were just coming through together on some random stuff, man, and not fishing like how we like to. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and man, if I didn't have like the week already off of work, I was like, man, what am I going to be doing? Just sitting at home, like that's going to be killing me. Knowing watching the live weigh-in, or I would have been at the weigh-in. You know what I'm saying?
That's the part when you be like, you know what, I'm cool, I'm not doing it, and then the next day, and then it's like 1 o'clock on Saturday, you sitting there like, you sitting at the house like,
yeah, it's hella nice.
Yeah, it's nice. You looked outside like, this like a good day, they'll be crushing. And then you be like, man, I didn't get in it. Like, you're right. You can start feeling bad when you don't do it.
Yeah, so, you know, just talking to Hugh and Harv and everyone, like, we was all like, man, I don't know you. You know, everyone was on the fence, and then, man, everyone started dropping out. I'm cool. I ain't doing it. I was like, shit, maybe I shouldn't do it either. Yeah. And then I kind of talked Hugh into it. He was like, man, you did it. You just brought me back. I'm about to do it too. So shout out to my man Hugh. Yeah.
Shout out to Hugh.
Me and him went for it.
I had to do the kayak championship at the Wild West at Lake Amanor. So it was a championship for the Bass Nation and Wild West, you know. And I never fished Amanor, and you know, I heard it was a tough bite. Beautiful place though.
Yeah, that place was dope.
My God, that's a place you wouldn't mind living. You know, just if the fish bit.
Right. They bit a little better.
Hey, exactly, man. They gave your boy 2 bites in 2 days, man. I said, nah, and I can't, you know, but it happens though. You know, I wasn't complaining. Exactly. It was clean though to be like, damn, I didn't do good on day 1, but then I'm looking at you. You was up there, and I said, oh shit, my boy. We was talking on the phone. I said, yeah, you about to make to the top 10. Yeah. You about to make that top 10. And then when I knew you made top 10, I was on the next thing smoking. I said, I gotta be there, man. This is history. My boy made it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I said, Eastwood going for it. And then you had to practice and was like, I'm getting bites.
Yeah, because
we was only getting a handful of bites.
Oh before. Yeah, we were getting like no bites.
Yeah,
and I had to call you like, oh
yeah,
I just got my 8th bite today. Like that was like something. You don't know if these are bluegills. I'm fishing with no hook, so I don't know if these are 10-pounders. I mean, it's so hard to tell what's a big one. I mean, or if they're even going to be there again. You know what I mean? So
it's a gamble.
Total gamble.
Yeah, I think it's more probably for your mind to be like the motivation of
absolutely. Yeah. Like give you that confidence.
Give you that confidence. Like
we
got
just biting here.
Yeah. So we can come with a limit now. What size are they?
Exactly.
You know?
Let's go find out what. Yeah, exactly.
Heck yeah. You made top 10. That was so sick.
Yeah.
Y'all was battling with some Delta sticks too, man. Shout out to Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Hunsey. Yeah, all the other guys that made top 10, man. But my boy Eastwood was right there.
Sandwiched between them. I'm like, damn. They both on that last day, they both had like, I think Hunter had big bag of the whole tournament at like 22 pounds or something, which is crazy on the Delta right now. But that's how, you know, how tough it was fishing. And Hunsey had like 20. I mean, he came back with like 21.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, I had 18. I was like, I had like a high 15 or a 16. I forget what it was, 16 or something.
Yeah.
The 18. And I was like, damn. So on that last day, I'm thinking, shit, they just came off Dove.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was getting bigger, not going down. So I'm like, the bags was getting better. So I'm like, man, you don't get this opportunity. I'm like, I know what I need to go do.
Yep.
So that's pretty much what I did. I had been catching 10 to 15 fish a day. So I'm thinking, you know, but I knew everything was getting wore out. Like, these spots I had weren't spots that you can just go and sit and keep catching them and catching them. So I'm like, man, I know I need to filter in something new.
Yeah.
So I was which was super hard to do on a biggest tournament day of my life.
That's
to go fishing new water that I didn't even practice. I mean, I just seen it and it's set up right. I'm like, we've caught them there before.
Right,
I'm like,
right.
And late in the day on day 2, I seen an area and it set up right, and I caught a 3.5 probably within like 30 minutes of fishing.
Yeah.
And there was hella more. I was like, damn. So I left, and in my mind I was like, I'm about to crush.
Yeah.
I'm about to go back there at low tide. I'm about to go through my other stuff, and I did that, and everything kind of went to plan, except for I lost a good one in the morning, which I'm sure everybody does, you know.
Yep.
Everyone got that story. So
you ain't fishing enough tournaments if you ain't lost no big fish.
yeah, so you know, so then I went over there, and I had already had a good one, and then man, but with like a half hour to go, I had 3 fish. I'm like, this is not happening.
Damn.
And so then I had to scramble and try to go throw the drop shot real quick just to save face and come back with a couple fish. So I had a limit at least.
Yeah.
I didn't think I would be in contention or nothing, but I just wanted to at least come back with 5.
Yeah, with 5 for sure.
So boom, I caught my 4th. I'm like, okay. Had a few more minutes. I'm going. Boom, my co-angler got a good fish. It jumps. I'm like, ooh, 4.5. I'm like, damn, okay. I was juiced for him because we were both struggling.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I just need one more. Just at least let me get my limit. Never got it. And I cost your boy dearly.
Man, hey.
But it was all
when you a diehard puncher on the Delta, I can't tell you how many times you go down with the ship.
Oh, yeah.
Your brain won't even let you leave. Your brain can't even justify why would you stop to go do anything else.
Because you're just, my brain's so, man, my mentality is so, every flip that I make, I'm thinking it's about to be the next record. You know what I'm saying? So
think about that
so
right there,
my mind
y'all.
all day long, I don't know how many flips you do. There's got to be thousands or at least 1,000.
At least 1,000.
It's got to be a lot. I'm doing this.
It's a lot.
We fish.
Yeah.
We cover water. I'm like this
8
all
hours,
day.
all day.
My elbow never hurt. And at the end of that tournament, I was like, oh no, because yours be giving you trouble. I'm like, please don't tell me.
Tell mama to get the frozen peas. Go get the frozen peas, man. Because you eventually, you're like, man, just think. 1,000 times in a day, and we did 1,000 days.
I know.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We're talking 15 years of, but the results was there.
That's why I couldn't put it down.
You can't put it down.
I'm thinking
it's like surrender. It's like you surrendering when you put it down, but then you got to be real with yourself when it comes down to the bare minutes. Like, okay, where my drop shot or where my sink or something.
It took me all the way. I mean, this is the biggest tournament ever. I'm in second place going into this. I never felt pressure like this. I'm like just going, and I'm like, finally, I'm like, oh my god, what are you? You got 30 minutes, man. Put it down. I'm like, I thought I had a little spot. I could make a couple casts and catch a couple.
Yep.
Man, and I couldn't get that 5th one, man.
But then that's crazy to come back with 4 fish.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even think it was going to be close.
And lose by a hair. Mm-hmm. The whole shebang.
The whole shebizzle.
That's crazy. That's what's crazy with this fishing, because you never know. A week ago, you sitting at the house like, dang, can I even bust a check?
Exactly.
Like, at least let me get my money back. Can I do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's tough out there. And then to be like, hold on. I got opportunity to win it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we always talk about the setup.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to do a tournament. Like, you can catch fish, whatever. But then once you catch a couple of fish that the size of the bag, it's like, we in contentions. It changes the whole dilemma of the day.
Yeah.
Because hella time can go by and then you can be like, man, we got 5 rats. It's 1, 2 o'clock. Super magic got to come happen, but you still stay positive. But it's whatever. Yeah. But when you sitting on like, hey, we got 17, and one of them fish is like, and it's early, still hours left, and 2 of them fish is still small that we for sure can call out.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And be like, yeah. Hey, You'll know when a guy come back and 99% of his beverages and his snacks didn't even get 8.
Right.
And that's what usually will happen because you go in so hard because you know now, like, man, we in contention of winning. We in contention to come back with a mega bag. Like, a lot of things can happen in all these hours.
But then it's also like the hindsight 2020 when you catch that big one in the morning, and I can't tell you how many times. That's why I said on stage, I was telling myself, please don't waste this fish, man. Please don't waste this wop, because you know, everyone's always got the story, man, I caught, had all 3-pounders today. This always happens, you know. We'll catch all 3s or solids, right? And you're like, damn, we just never got that one big bite, right?
Yep.
Cost you. But you had all solids. You did hella good. You were right there, got a check, whatever. Just needed that one big one, right? That a lot of times that happens.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, you could catch that 8-9 younder in the morning, and now you're going all day going, are you kidding me? Every fish you catch is this guy. Right. Is this guy. 1 pounder. You're like, I got an 8. I'm about to come back and weigh, 10 pounds, 15 pounds.
Yep.
Like,
what we say when that happens?
Oh my God.
You wasted it.
You wasted it, man.
You wasted that fish. You owe that fish an apology.
So as good as it was to catch like a good one, and both on the last day, or no, the second day and the last day, I caught a big one right off the jumper. So I was like, oh shit, here we go. It's a great feeling.
That's the best feeling.
It's the best feeling, though.
That's what you want.
No, that's what you want. Definitely.
That's exactly what.
That's definitely what you want.
Yeah, it shapes the rest of the day for you.
But then once the next cool one comes, then you're like, oh, it's on. But when they're just small, and then here comes 2 o'clock, and you're like, oh no. Then you're starting to, oh, come on, this is not happening. Right. That was me on the last day, like, come on. All right, I got like the foundation to the mansion, and y'all ain't giving me no 2x4s or wood to build this thing, man. Come on, shit. So
the fishing game.
Oh man,
that's what makes this game great.
That's what we love it.
That's what we love it because it's so unexpected. It's no guarantees. It don't matter. Like how best you did your homework, how good your equipment is. Don't matter if you found the fish. It's fishing.
Stuff changes.
Man, that's why no one wins like every time and just dominate for the most part. It's always changing because every day fishing changes. But that's the part you love. It's like for real serious gambling.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's not guaranteed to you.
And that's what I was doing. I was like, man, because I knew they had them bags. I'm like, what am I gonna go do? Go throw it halfway through the day? I mean, or a couple. I could have gave up way earlier on that. Like, and then you start thinking about it after the fact. I'm like, man, you idiot! Why didn't you? You could have went over here and caught a couple, no problem. But in my mind,
the weights were getting higher.
Exactly. In my mind, I'm thinking, shit, I got to come back with 20 or something like that. So like, you just don't know. No. And left it all on the table.
You left it on the table, man. Came with that second. That was clean. And that was your first top 10.
First top 10.
Hey, because me and Clint fished
the pro-am. Yeah.
Alrighty, on the boater side, we have Clint Gronwald weighing big fish. 4.85. Clint, why don't you come over here and grab this fish? Show that camera right there. Grab a photo. Going to give that to Paul. We'll get a total weight. Going to give that fish. Alrighty.
Nice sack of fish. Good job.
All right, Clint, total weight. 16.59. Good start. That has you in 6th place. We'll see you in the morning, sir. All right, we have Clint Gronwald. Yesterday he had 5 fish with a total weight of 16.59. Weighing another big fish for today. Ooh, he had a big fish yesterday, 4.85. Today's big fish, 6.55. Good job. Let's get a total weight for you. You were in 8th place yesterday. Why don't you grab this fish for a photo? Stand right here in the middle, Clint. All right, going to put that in the bag. Let's get a total weight for you.
Good job. Right on, thank you.
Total weight, 18.77. Good job. Mr. Consistency That gives you total weight of 35.36 and has you in the lead. So stick around. Top 10 will have a meeting after this event. Thank you. Good job, Clint. All right, our next angler coming up had a 2-day total of 35.36 pounds. He had 16.59 on day 1, 18.77 on day 2. He's pretty consistent. We'll see if consistency hangs on here. You need 13.86 today. 13.86 today. Ooh. It's got to be close, Hunter. All right, Clint. One shy of a limit, but that fish makes up for 2 fish. We'll see if it's enough. You need 13.86. 13.63. 13.63. Clint, I hate to say it, but the one fish that you needed. Oh, well, let's grab a photo of these, Clint. All right, you know what? Put that thing right there. Let's see what that big fish weighs for you today. $7.72 for that fish. Good job, Clint. Wow, Clint. Man, I hurt for you. I know as a fisherman, I know how you feel. He's happy he didn't catch that last fish. But how was your weekend?
Man, my week was crazy. It was great. I had boat problems, battery problems, every problem you could have. Got it all fixed up though, and had a good tournament, man. It's my first top 10. So I basically had a punch bite going, just like everyone else, I'm sure, and a couple on the chatter. I think I weighed 2 fish on the chatter. The rest were all punching. Each day I had to add some new stuff because it just seemed like you would just get one here, one there. It wasn't like you could just stay in an area and really dial in and catch them. So that kind of hurt me today. I had to bounce around and hit some new stuff that I thought would, transpire into something, and it definitely didn't. I caught that first thing in the morning. I missed a big one on the chatter, probably something like that, and that hurt. I was like, oh. I kept going, and then I caught that one, and I was like, all right, cool. And then about halfway through the day, I'm like, don't waste this wop. Don't waste this fish. And I wasted her. So you could thank me, Hunter. But yeah, man, I just got to thank my wife, man, for holding down the fort, taking care of our baby, and letting me get out here and put that work in, Got to thank Wild West for throwing a great tournament. That's, one of my favorite tournaments to do. I've got to thank, Harv, Coop, all the hit squad. I got Rob for always hooking it up, bringing the oil and the lures and everything we need. Faru is always there. So, yeah, basically, that's it. Sounds like you had a good time.
All right, Clint. Well, congratulations. Good job, bud. Way to make it close.
Because we fished a lot of team tournaments. That was our thing, was the team tournaments.
Yeah.
And the pro-ams, we kind of it seemed like, that's what I said, back in the days, we would win these tournaments on the team tournament and be like, we can't do no that. We know where these fish at. We know what they doing. We know everything. That's like damn near 3 tournaments in a row. We in the top 5 or 1 and everything. And they're here on the pro-am. Like, man, let's go get paid. Let's go win this one. And then we get out there for the pro-am, and then we bomb every time. And I'll be like this, how we can go do a turkey shoot for $20 and then come back with double the weight?
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then in pro-am come, these fish don't even want to act right.
Right.
Man, hey.
Or it took us a while to be able to even like the TLCs on the team tournaments. It's hard to do 2 days.
Yep.
Just 2 days is hard.
There it is. That's what it was. That's what it was, yeah.
Because hella times we would crush, be like, oh, we're doing hella good. Then day 2, something would change. We didn't change.
Yep.
I mean, it took us a long time. It takes you a while to figure that out.
You know what? You're absolutely right. That's what it was. We was dominant on the Delta with the 1 day, but we never worked out the skills for the 2 day, let alone the 3 day.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? So for both of us to be getting our first top 10s and stuff, it was like, the third day.
I'm like, another day. My hands are cracked. I can't. I'm like, this is crazy. This is 5 days straight up on the water.
5 days.
Now from,
so when you do 5 days of serious fishing, oh man, on that 50, oh, you so done. I salute anybody who go to work the next day. I can't do it.
Oh, I was at work early.
I know you.
Like, damn.
Yeah, I call you I'm like, hello. I'm like, where you at work? Are you at work? Yep. Hey,
back to the grind.
Back to the grind, man. So we can come out here and fish some more, man.
Exactly.
You know, this stuff here, boy, is addictive.
Too addictive.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
I'd rather be addicted to this than anything else, though.
Heck yeah. Every time, like, we didn't even have, me and you will sit there for team tournaments, like it's team tournament Saturday, and they're like, how much is it? Like, it's $220. And it's like, shit, like, how much oil we got? Like, we got a half a thing of oil. How much gas? And then we would calculate how much money we had with all the gas, oil, and the tournament fee, and then look on the map to see how far we actually could go and get back without running on gas. We was coming back on tournaments and we'd be like empty. And we, even if we could make it to the gas station, we didn't have enough money. And then we would but at the same time, that's how confident. And then we would cut checks and be like, what we was gonna do? Not go and sit at the house?
Right.
I'd rather use all the change in the ashtray and get out there. So just give it a shot.
We always made something happen.
Yeah, and then it started getting to the point where it was hard to even fish when it wasn't a tournament.
Yep.
And remember, like, we'll go out there just to fun fish. Like, I don't want to waste no fish.
Yeah, even like right now, I'll take my buddies that don't never really get to fish, and that's like one of my favorite things to do is take someone that doesn't fish a lot, like how we do, and then you get them into it, and then show them, and they're like, "Oh my god, this is so fun!" We'll go. Numerous times I'd be going. Me and him had we'd be out during the week, and we got a tournament during the for the next weekend, and I'd catch like a 5 or something, and my buddy would catch a big one and just be so happy, you know what I mean, Augie or something, and just juiced Raj, and then I'd be like, oh man, we out, and they'd be like, we out? What do you mean? We've been driving the Delta for hours. We just pulled up right here and caught 2 wops. I'm like, need those. We gone.
Let's go find some 1-2 pounders that we could go catch, man.
And then semi ruins it for you, because like you should be able to sit there and catch those, let them catch them, have fun, you know. But I mean, it just once you get into this, man, it starts messing with your mind.
You can't, man. Especially when you got a team partner, you ought to be like, you been here? Because they should be here biting,
right?
Oh man. Took my cousin.
Hey, this guy right here, I can't tell you how many times I said I had to just quit telling him. I'd be like, oh, this dude, if he knows there's some fish, look, we're sitting on this boat right here. If I told him there's some fish right behind that dock, like, he's gonna call him from work. Hey, anything else, he could never get the days off. But you tell him they're standing in line, he's like, okay, oh yeah, didn't make it in today. I'm like, where you at? On the water? I'm like, instantly I know.
Yeah,
on the water.
No.
Yeah. I had to go catch a couple.
You saw how many fish was there? Staring in line like this.
If there's fish somewhere, I was gonna go catch them. All of them. Every last one of them. I don't care if they're bluegill, catfish, striper, wops, small ones.
You got a spot, and there's too many fish in the spot.
Tell him.
Give your boy a call. I'll come catch them for you.
He definitely will.
All of them.
I'm like, how long did you stay there? Oh man, we probably got 20. Like 20?
I'm addicted to ripping. I'm addicted to dupes.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of like helping.
No, you used to be bad. Now you ain't like that no more. But back in the day, back in the day, yeah.
These were like, don't tell them. These were like, these were about to like, man. I was over at such and such fishing, and they don't fish like that. And they be like, man, right behind the pit, oh my God, standing in line, you said. I'll go check it out for us.
Were they cutting each other in line?
Yeah, right. I gotta be here, do. And we've been in the game so long, we put a lot of guys in the game. You know what I'm saying? And we came up with a lot of guys at the same. I look at us in our gang like we old school and we new school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We got put on. And
and we used to always make sure we show love and salute the guys before us. You know what I'm saying? Without them, it wouldn't been us putting all this together. And then we just carried the torch and help out whenever we can with somebody else. Yeah. I remember when we first started, you know, like I said, we go back to when we tried to still win a tournament. You know, like we was coming close so much. Ooh. Like the anticipation and talking all week, like this is our week.
No, but it all happened in like all those events happened within like a month.
Yes.
It's like we found those fish.
Boat broke down.
Yeah.
Then our guy 2020, and this is right when we met our boy JT. JT, shout out to JT, shout out to 2020. They was getting into bass fishing, and these were our two like proteges that we was showing the ropes to. Now, when me and Clint, we taking second, third, fourth, fifth, we getting checks, but we still can't get the first. 2020 and JT, they was us at the beginning.
It was like their second tournament
or
something.
JT had this boat. It was like a ski boat, ski/bass boat.
It was a fishing ski.
Fishing ski, yeah, okay, yeah. So he had that, and him and 2020 was in that boat. So
tubing on the way to the spot. No.
Yeah. So 2020 wasn't catching no fish, but he was always rolling with me in Eastwood. So we was like, you know what? We're going to do what Mark and Jay did for us. We're going to actually show you, because like we always say, I can tell you how to catch fish on the Delta, but it's like I can show you better than I can tell you. You know, so because when you see it done and then you duplicate and you next to me, then that's something else. So we take 2020 to one of our spots, one of our tournament spots. We're like, we're going to let you catch a couple fish, and then we out. He getting there, dude, oh my God, biggest bass he ever seen in his life.
Catch a couple fish. This guy catching them all. He was making videos. We stayed in there.
Yeah,
we was in disco.
Yeah, we was in disco.
We was catching fish like crazy. They were in there this one year. We're like, oh my God, crushing. And
it was one little part that we just knew. Like we had our bigger fish, so we had our solid. Like we was able to go catch 15, 17 pounds here. But then we go around this other side. That's where our opportunities to catch the dubs and above, right? So we take 2020 to the dub spot. We got video. If I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna put it up. All right, 2020 catch a couple fish. We had so much fun, and at the end we fished all night. We was digging, yeah. Coming back in the dark, we turned it up we turned it all the way up. In the tracker, yep, we in the tracker. So we had fun. So you know, we thought it didn't have to go said that 2020, this was a one-time thing, tournament time, don't come here, but just go try to find another area like that, throw these lures and duplicate that, you know what I'm saying? That's what we thinking, that's what's happening, So now here come tournament, like, we about to win this one. This is the one for us. We got it lined up.
No, we told them, we're like, y'all got to come do the tournament, like.
JT, bring the boat out.
Bring the boat, come do it. Come with us, come kick it.
Come kick it. You know what to do.
Go catch them.
Right, you know catch them and go what to do. Y'all can go and probably bust check or do good. You know what I'm saying? And so they decide they come out there. So we like, all right, cool. So we get out there. Me and Clint go to spot where we know we can catch the solids.
Yep.
Solid spot. It worked. We got the bag. We are like when the plan was coming along. We had 15, 17 pounds. We like, you know where we about to go now? We're going to Gordita's spot. Slapping fires all the way there. We get to spot. We go through a whole spot extra slow. Because first we go through it like knowing like we're about to get these bites. And then when the bites wasn't coming, slow it down then Eastwood, man. We need to slow it down. We damn near halt. We go through the whole thing, nothing. Like, what happened? They was standing in line. Eastwood. We couldn't figure it out for the life of us. We drive back.
I want to say we still had a cool bag, though.
No, we had a cool bag.
I want to say we had like 23 pounds or something.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. We ended up taking second in the tournament. All right, we ended up taking second. So bag was good enough for second, but we was in the destroyer section, and no destroyers came.
Right. And
we was just shocked at how could that be. We left them standing in line.
Yeah.
We look over to the side. JT in 2020,
and their live was like an ice chest, and I'm like,
man,
I'm looking like those are what?
Yeah, they got fucking what? I said, what the hell is happening? They start pulling up, they dancing off to the side, they smiling, and they like, y'all get them, and we did cool,
yeah,
like looking at their back like, what's happening, Eastwood? What the hell's happening?
Oh, it's like their second tournament.
Yeah, it's their second tournament ever. Like, they supposed to be working their way up there. Man, they get up there. They win tournament, everything. And then this was the cap, but we had to stand next to him with the second place. I want to say, when I pulled up the video, the pictures, you can look on our face. You can see like that. This. And you can say that, you can see their face. Like, they was like we got them. Right. We beat them, you know? And then afterwards, we like talking, you know, everybody drinking and sitting by the boat, cracking jokes after the tournament and stuff. And in 2020, I say, man, we went back to that spot where y'all took me. We destroyed. We was like, it all made sense. Right. Like, what? Yeah. But then it was all good. It was all love. Those was our guys.
But that was just part of the whole getting to like our first, like we haven't won nothing yet. Yeah. So like we went from the boat broke down. Boom. Boat broke. We thought we won. Boom. Boat broke. Like damn. Yeah. Then the next one we're back. We're like, okay. Then we do it again. Come back. JT and then beat us. Like what? Like what? Yeah, like this is not happening. Yeah. Like all right, whatever. And then the next turn, and this was like Tracy Oasis. They had there was hella tournaments. Yeah,
and Hammers used to be at Tracy Oasis.
Yeah, this used to be a good, a cool circuit back in the day. Yeah,
that's what with TV. Yeah, and his brother. Man, OGs. But hey, this was the era of the serious grind, like to make your name. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like you wanted to win, you wanted the plaque, but you wanted that name. You wanted to walk amongst the guys of the Delta. You know what I'm saying? Like them dudes was everything when we was coming up. Watching all them guys walking in them bags, and both they guys got 2 bags in each hand, and they got this look and 30-something, and they just, you know, we should just be sitting there like, this would mean Eastwood can only muster up like 12 pounds, and we should be like, damn. Like that's crazy. Like they caught them fish out there. Right. Like watch one day it's gonna be us. Okay, so I like the story where we going with it because the next one was the craziest. That probably it's like this. Yeah, like we ain't gonna what do we gotta do to win? That's when we go talk to OGs and be like, we see you, like man, we trying to get a win. They be like, man, well, when it's your time, it's your time. Like when it's your time, it's like we out here every day.
It's been our time 3 times already. It was our time, and it wasn't our time.
And then it's like we take all these fish that we thinking that winning fish. Yep. From the spot,
we're leaving the spot going like, and always quick to be like. Oh, we won it! Start working on speech, turns up, and I'm like, ever since the boat broke down and all that, I'm like, hey, don't say that yet. I'm just like, the way back when it's a long ass ride, I'm just like, please make it back, boat. Please make it back, boat. Please make it back. And then to get back and then find out, nah, you still didn't win.
Still didn't win this one. So this tournament here, we get out there. Right. Now, Bite's on fire for us. I'm like telling Eastwood in the morning, like, I guarantee victory. Like, if them fish get in the box,
it's over.
It's over. Man, we get out there. Dude! Hey, so much dupe.
A lot of dupage.
What we end up with that day? 29 something up there?
It was
30,
it was
29.
Our best bag
it was
ever.
29 something. I want to say. I think we was just shy of 30.
Wow.
And we was like, damn, we almost bust 30. Yeah. And that was our best bag at that point. So we like, first off, we was just still tripping that we almost hit 30. We thought we had 30.
And people weren't catching a bunch of 30 bags like that at Tracy at this time.
Not at Tracy.
I mean, it was
30 was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Even in my mind, I'm like, damn, we might have did it all.
And we like third flight. There's 4 flights. We third flight. We waited like the end of the third flight. We crushed second place. And I was looking at Issa like, yes, this is it.
This is it.
So then, all of a sudden, Tracy Oasis, the bulk of the guys are the same people that you always fish against. So you kind of know who's there. The
Bano and
right, exactly. Yeah, all the OGs. Shout out to everybody back in the days who come to Tracy Oasis, man. Them were some of the best times ever of me fishing, man. I'll never forget those days. Right. But then this guy comes, new guy. our guy Vince. What's the last name?
Vince Burnell.
Burnell. I didn't want to mess the name. I know we was Burnell. That's our guy. He shows up to the tournament with his partner. New first night, so we not paying no mind. There's a lot of new people. Maybe he new to fishing. No, that was not the case. That was not the case. This guy came with the big guns. Came back with 32. In the fourth flight. People, we sitting there, everybody like, congratulations, got in. Wow, y'all almost hit 30. Like, man, that's big bag. Like, y'all doing it, man. I'm telling you, y'all finally got y'all W because a lot of guys knew we trying to get the W. Hey, good job today. And then all you hear is all this women like, damn! Everybody's looking like, what the hell is that? Then you look down over the side, because if you look where they do the awards,
I'm hoping maybe somebody got just a big fish.
Right,
nothing to go with it.
Yeah. Nothing, maybe it was a big, but we look over the side.
One of them wop wasters.
Oh, man, yeah, one of them wop wasters. Yeah, exactly. Hey, he start pulling out gorditas and yonder like this. And we like, what? Here it comes. When you and your partner got bag on bag, two bags of both ends, they walk like this. Yeah. If you look in the guy's eyes, it's serious business.
Water sloshing everywhere.
Yeah. And then everybody, you look at the 4 bags and the 2 guys like, damn, that's impressive just for the start. Then you like, but let me just make sure, because a lot of guys, they like to put 3
a lot of you guys,
a lot of y'all be putting 3 and 4 pounders in bags with a lot of water, man.
4 bags,
yeah,
and weigh
trying to come back with
pounds.
Yeah. Hey, you look crazy doing that, man. You're bringing up all them bags to weigh 15, 12 pounds, man. You look crazy. I want you to know that's not clean. Whoever told you that was clean, stop doing it. Don't do it. Make sure it's a legitimate fire. Okay, we had a little technical difficulties with the GoPro, but we back, man. You know what I'm saying? So, where did I leave off, Eastwood? It was Vince, our boy Vince, with the 32-pound bag.
Yep.
And guys coming up, telling everybody, don't do it. With the 2-pounder in the bag with water with his own separate bag because it had a belly shirt on it. Just don't do that. So Vince come, we look at bag. Bag got gorditas and younders. He pulled all out 32 pounds.
First place.
Once again, we took another second.
Slap in the face.
Another slap in the face, and we driving home like.
This is 4 tournaments in a row.
Yeah. And then it's like, and it was like, where'd this guy come from? He just.
Yeah. Who was that guy?
Right, like, did he know that we was right there to win it again? It just never happened. But that was like the craziest time, because every time I go through the plaques, I'll be moving around in the garage and stuff, like all them boxes, because we got so many plaques over all these. You can just imagine 15 years and fishing like every weekend. We accumulated a lot of plaques. But during that era, it was so many second, third, fourth, fifth, second, third, fourth, fifth, second, third, fourth, fifth, second, fourth, fifth. And we're like, oh my God, when are we going to win one? And then all of a sudden, it just started happening. Ain't that crazy? I think 2 things start happening. Let me get readjusted. 2 things start happening. We start winning tournaments and we start catching bigger fish. Because before we was like, how are we out here all the time and can't catch, a 9 or 10, the double digits? Like, what does it take? Like, they out here because we seeing the big dogs doing this. See, me and Clint, we still at the amateur level. You have the amateur, then you have the professional level. So the amateur tournaments, that's you got to start. You start at the club. I mean, how it's supposed to go. You start at your club level when you first get into the game. You get into the club. The club builds the confidence. You try to do good in the club, probably try to take the club over, no matter how many years that might take before you can get there.
Shout out Bank.
Shout out to Bank. Yeah. We got some Bank stories too. We're going to bring those bass anglers in Northern California. Then once you start doing good at the club tournaments, then you say, okay, it's time to jump into the amateur circuit. You jump into the amateur circuit. So this is me and Eastwood in the amateur circuit trying to do it. But before we got to the amateur circuit, our journey was a little bit different. So, Jamon and Mark, they're fishing the professional level. They're crushing every tournament in sight, right? Everything they showed up to, it was tough to beat these guys. Now, we're their proteges. So when they win and everything, me and Eastwood, we're sitting there, we're talking with them, we're trying to get gamed up in this sport. So, but we all was so tight. When we start doing tournaments, Mark and Jamon, they didn't say, y'all should start at the amateur circuit and work your way up to fishing with us. They was like, oh man, we kicking it.
We got
Come
a
to this
tournament
tournament. It's a tournament this weekend. We didn't know it was a professional and amateur tournament. We thought tournament was tournament. We show up to tournament and you got Bobby Berry, Deke Thomas, Chris Zaldane, Bub Todd. Like, it's hitters there. And this is when the Delta was just producing bags of all bags. 36, 37-pound bags. Like, you could lose with a 36-pound bag.
And we had Little Tracker, and when we didn't have Little Tracker, we had old school Ranger Danger.
Ranger Danger,
with 175 Black Max.
Yep, yep. And we jumping in the tournament, the professional tournament.
Yep.
So we was getting our ass kicked there every tournament. This was the learning stage, but we were going against the greats, the Delta legends. And every turn, I remember we fished like the first year, it was just loss after loss after loss. Like, we're not even close. All right, one tournament happens, and
they were all in the winter and stuff. And like, we couldn't catch it. It was so tough to catch a fish in the winter.
The winter was so tough to catch them.
Yeah.
So we was like, one tournament, we lucked up and caught a cool fish. I think we were leaving, and somebody was like, hey, you guys, stop them. And then they stopped us, and they said, you guys got the last place check. It was like, last place check against the guys? So we was juice off that, because that's what the time where I'm pretty sure guys still do that. Like, you see the guys who really crush in your body of water, and then when you beat them, and you guys drive home like, but you saw that we beat such and such. Such don't even care. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's dope, but he just had a bad turn. He's not even thinking about you. But in your body, that's just a little bit of accomplishment. Like, hey, that dude is the man out here. Mm-hmm. And we beat him today. Yep. That's something to keep our head up.
You're trying to find any reason to keep your head up at that point. You're going down the list like, you're way down there. There we are. At least we beat him. All right, maybe we can't go back next week. Screw it. You try to figure any way, man.
Hey, that's a special part right there, man. Like, I remember when we finally won our tournament, and then it seemed like the momentum just start carrying on. When we start winning, and we start winning, and man, it was just good time. But I said, me and Eastwood, as soon as we got off work, we was on the Delta.
Hold on, but it all came though. Remember when we went all the way down. O got his boat stolen. All his stuff was in there, his rods. So it was like just bad. Like, he lost everything. Yep. He was damn near in tears. And then
Eastwood.
I know.
I was in tears.
Yeah, I know. And then it was bad.
Yeah, everything was gone.
I'm like, everything? He's like, everything. All my rods, everything. I'm like, damn.
It was that old school, you get home from a tournament late, and then you get to the house, and then you so tired, and then you like, I'll deal with it tomorrow.
Yeah. No tomorrow. And then like, I want to say like Mark gave you a couple, or Jay and Mark hit you up with a couple rods or something and got you back. And then they were like, and then that was when they were just crushing. Like, they just came off like 37 pounds or something that we just went, because we always used to video or O would go and video all their tournaments and stuff, and they were like, once again, just go catch a few. Just a couple. They felt bad for us. They felt bad for they were like, man, look, this is what you need to do. Yep. And we didn't really know about punching.
Right.
And that's what changed our whole. That changed everything.
They changed everything.
So that was like, he taught us. He told us a couple things. They felt bad.
Gave us the last little piece we needed.
That was the juice that everyone was doing.
Juice, right. They said, go do that, and then get back with us.
Oh, man,
Eastwood went over there.
You went out. You hit it. I was like, what? Hey, O was so turned up. He popped his shirt. He was out there with no shirt.
No shirt.
This dude is so skinny. He's got his belt is on his last loop. His waist is like this big. Watch when he popped. Put the video up right now of that. It's all, his shorts are all the way scrunched up. Hey, and then you could just hear it in our voices. I got an old school video camera like this, camcorder video camera that I'm. One of O's video cameras, and I'm just holding it. We're just turned up.
We so turned up.
Like,
this This
Like,
is the piece wheels.
we couldn't believe it. First of all, I couldn't believe the fish were in that stuff, that thick stuff. Like, I had never seen a fish come out of something like that.
Right.
So just that blew our mind right there.
Mark was like,
and then we seen how
2
big
years
they
off
were.
Y'all fishing curve.
Yeah.
I'm about to curve. Today's y'all day.
Hey.
It was like, because when we
Shout out
both,
MAD,
shout out
man.
MAD, man, Mark Daniels Jr. So the hit squad, every week we doing these tournaments. Captain Jay, Shim, we all showing up to you. Mark, Jay, all of us, we kicking it. Kev, all of us. And Harv, and all of a sudden, boat was gone, we was gone. We disappeared. The other 2 boats was down.
Yep.
And yeah, you're right, Eastwood. That was the time. Then Mark felt bad, gave us spots, said, "Go, let me give y'all the last little piece y'all need."
Last nugget, and
Last
we
nugget.
took that.
We took
My
that,
eyes
ran
went
with it.
like this. I remember driving, just looking at.
We looked at the whole the delta
Oh
different
my
after
god!
that.
And it was so good back then. You wouldn't even like.
This was before-
Pre-fishing, you wouldn't even go flip nothing.
Yeah,
you would just drive by and go, oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
I'll be back to go see what's up with that.
Yeah, exactly.
We started, then that's when we started finally.
Then we took it off. Yep.
Yeah,
now we taking off.
Me and my brother out here, Bass Fest, Ripping Lips Hit Squad. You know what I'm saying? When you calling 5 younders, you know you got them that day. Yeeta day, Delta's finest. Yeeta day.
And then we get these 2 guys. Oh yeah, we do. We got these 2 guys wearing the hardware. Wearing the real deal, brother. Tell them there's weight to that belt. Weight to that belt.
You don't get no realer than this, I tell you. When I passed by early and I saw that belt, I took I said, we gotta have that.
I tell you, we got Clint, we got Obity, and they put the bang in the bang. And they really did a great job here on the California Delta. Obity, you did a great answer. What's the Bass Fest about, brother? What's the Bass Fest about? Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, slap down, and the slap down has happened. Here at the Bass Fest, these guys are putting down the challenge. Come and get the belt.
Great day. You can watch us put these fish back, you know. Yeah, Ripping Lips Hit Squad, man. Myself and Clint, we had a great day out there today. Caught a lot of fish. Ended up with 2806 today. Big fish, 882. We had a great day. You can watch us put these fish back.
Now on the amateur side, you couldn't see us. We was, man, and then like I said, me and Clint knew, like back then it was a big deal to have the name. So every tournament circuit, it was 5, 6, 7 circuits between turkey shoots and real tournaments that we would pop up to, and then we was ready to compete like at everything, and we would do good at all these tournaments, right? So the ultimate respect was back then was if you did like the amateur tournaments, the only way you really got to the professional and start fishing those is when you did put in so much work on the amateur side that it was just time that you couldn't fish them no more. You either made enough money, you did enough ass kicking, whatever the case was, you had to go fish with the big boys now. And you couldn't really say, oh, that's what I'm about to do. I mean, you could, but it was clean when your peers and the other fishermen kind of was acknowledged that, hey, you're too good. You're good now. You need to step it up to go fish the big dog. So, but me and Clint still wasn't at that level. We was like right there, titty, like right on the edge. Like I'm feeling it. And this same time, I'm doing videos too. Facebook is popping now, so I'm popping all these videos out. You know, Eastwood didn't have Facebook, and I'm telling him like, man, I'm recording everything. So all our tournaments, all these big fish, I'm putting them on there. So one of my best moments of fishing.
This guy.
This was like what it was always leading up to.
I was hella mad.
You was.
No, I was just mad because I'm like,
yeah, because we couldn't fish. Because just
I'm like, you couldn't have told me before I launched the boat.
Tracy Oasis was our home. Like we made sure to always show love and fish at Tracy Oasis. They had 30, 40, 50 boats show up. And so we get there this one time. This is like after we won like 2 or 3 back to back to back in a row, like crazy ways. They like, these dudes are still amateurs, right? So we show up to Tracy Oasis, I back Eastwood into the water, the boat. I'm in the truck. He's gonna tie up, go get us signed up. I'm gonna park the truck, and then I'm gonna meet him. So Eastwood goes in to go handle the paperwork and get it all started. I go park the truck in the trailer. I'm walking back to the marina. All I can hear is Eastwood. It's like, what? This shit don't make no sense. What are you talking about? You know, then it's back and forth and all that. Come to find out, 1 or 2 people protested against us to say that they wanted too much money. They should not fish the amateurs, right? That's what it was. It was too much money.
Well, I don't.
That's what she was saying, because she started doing the math.
Oh yeah. Well, it's something about money, but usually the way it should work is if you're in a tournament series for that that season or whatnot, you know, you accumulate the money,
right?
And then at the end of that season,
right,
the next season before that first tournament, that's when they come at you and say, "You guys have won too much money. You can't do the tournament."
That's what they supposed to did.
Yeah, but then they were like, "Nah, like they're tripping or whatever,"
Yep.
and it was just this whole fiasco. I'm just like,
Eastwood is on fire. Like, this is ridiculous. We just launched the boat and everything. Like, you couldn't tell us. You know, like, I came in, I signed up. Now you having us come back, and like, what's going on? So then she's all doing the math. Beep boop bop, beep boop bop, beep. And she was like, well, by my math, you guys made too much money. So then I said, okay, check this out. And it's like maybe 7, 8, 10 people in a round. Right? I said, check this out. Just tell me we too good to fish here, and we will leave. Okay, so prior to us showing up, there was 2 tournaments going. They had the Don Lee Memorial FLW tournament out of Russo, and then the Tracy Oasis. But we was just like, you know, we Tracy Oasis guys. We going to Tracy Oasis.
We was already in the points and all that.
Yeah, and
We're
the
doing
points
the
and everything.
circuit.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right. We trying to win Angler of the Year.
Exactly.
So she say, Obedy Clint, you guys are too good to fish. I said, that's all I needed to hear. Right?
There we go. Put the boat back on the trailer.
Put the boat back on the trailer. Israel, we out of here. Don Lee. Tournament already started.
Beep, boop, beep.
Beep, boop, bop, beep. I called the director. I called
Jay and Harp.
Yeah, Jay and Harp. Hey, what's up? Y'all there? Y'all like, yeah, they about to get ready to launch. Hey, tell the director.
No, they're late. They're like, no, we're on our way. Typical Jay and Harp.
You're right.
Hey.
They flying down the street to get there. You know, they already get ready to launch boat 1, but they like, you know, we both 76, so we got a little bit of time. You know, we call it perfect timing. But so they get there and say, hey, as soon as y'all pull up, tell the director that we coming late too. You know. So we had it, not now, you know, this is like with Facebook. So I get on Facebook and I'm like, you know what? Me and Eastwood got kicked out of Tracy Oasis. We went, you know, we too good. So we about to head down here to the Don Lee, you know, and fish. You know, this is when early Facebook, I used to talk big shit. You know,
he still does. He still does.
So we pull up to the Don Lee. The people there, the director and all them, they was like, we just watched your Facebook post. We getting super weak, right? Everybody left like an hour ago, right? Right? So then I got video. I gotta find it. We pull up in boat, and we like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Don Lee, baby, you about to get weak today because your boys is here. I said, I know Don Lee was looking down on us getting weak, man.
Yeah.
Man, rest in paradise, Don Lee. So we get out there. We get to spot, we destroy him, right? Hey, was that the tournament with
when we pulled up to the dock with Cooch?
Yeah, with Cooch. R.I.P. Cooch, man.
Yeah.
Cooch was our guy, man. Hey, another legend, a Delta legend, right? So Cooch and his wife.
Cooch wasn't too happy with us that day.
No, hey, this is when Cooch was very. Hey, prior to this tournament, Cooch, hey fellas, see y'all, you guys doing good, but he didn't have to fish against us. So this tournament, he fished against us. So he was like first flight. We was last flight.
So revert back to the when Vince came up. We got our payback, basically.
Yeah, exactly. This is how the fishing works, right?
Yep.
We get our payback. So we get there, we come back. We crushed them, right? We like last flight. The whole time, Kent Brown is on the microphone, right? They like, Cooch fished with his wife. They was like, you beat all these guys, because there was a lot of people that came and fished the tournament back then. And he was Cooch beat on everybody. First flight, he break that weight. So every flight that came in, he's just crushing the whole flight. Kent Brown is letting everybody know, Cooch is crushing y'all out here, right? Cooch is letting y'all know, man. This is legend right here. So here come me and Eastwood.
No, I think Ken Ma went right before you in Mossberg.
That's right.
And he had like a closed bag. Like,
right.
He still didn't beat Cooch, but it was like...
He was close. And this
they were like, oh!
Right. And they said, now Ken Ma, straight Delta legend, right? This is one of the guys when we came in the game, another guy that we looked up to, like, this is the man right here. So this was the first, like all these stories, man, it's so beautiful. So this is like when Kent in the upper echelon, like he knew us, but it was just like, hey guys, and pass by. But this was now our name is getting around, and then we come to this tournament with the bags, and we're in line, and then Kent comes and gets by me and Eastwood. He was like, I see you guys. You know, it's something to that extent to tell us, you know, hey, good shit. And then me and Eastwood looked at each other like, it's happening. It's happening, man. Right. And then so we had back. So then I remember Kent Brown was like, Obedy, you didn't beat Cooch. I heard you got a good bag, but you got enough to beat Cooch. He was like, you're gonna need 25 to get with Cooch. You got over 25? I had to get on the mic. I said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We had like 27, 28 pounds. Me and Eastwood, we won the Don Lee.
Me and my brother Eastwood, we smocking. You can see it's daylight. We smocking to the tournament, Don Lee. They just kicked us out of Tracy Oasis. They said the champ, too much mail. Big Sun is out. We almost there, ladies and gents. Last one's there. We're going to see how this tournament ends up. Hopefully we can bring that championship belt in again. E-to-D. We back out here. Y'all see FLW. We went from Tracy to FLW.
FLW.
You know what I'm saying? FLW. Don Lee, what's up, baby? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can see, but we got a couple tanks in there. We Orange Crush. Yeet-a-dee.
We are back at it again. FLW Don Lee, 2701. And here we go. Late? No.
We got here late. We got here at
7:30. We went to Tracy Oasis. They said, come fish. We go to Tracy Oasis. They say, nah, you guys too good to fish. We got put the boat back on the trailer. Drove all the way back here to FLW. Got here last boat, hour and a half late, and then here we go. You know what I'm saying?
How big are those?
8-1 was our big fish. The second one was probably 7-something. You know.
There was another 8-pounder.
Yeah, we tied for first big fish.
So we're gonna see, yeah, we got this one, and
Good job, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Riverless Hit Squad. Get the D, all right, fellas.
Y'all see us? The champ. Big Juan, what's up, big dog? The end of the tournament, y'all. The end of the Don Lee tournament. I don't know what else I gotta say. 27 pounds, y'all. Y'all saw how late we got here, and we still pulled it off. Yeet-a-dee type of big fish, but big fish, I believe, go to the winner. All right, the champs, we headed to the porthole. Y'all see the flag? Show them that flag one time, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeet-a-dee. Check out the porthole.
And after that, a couple of more tournaments we won, and then Mark Daniels had to call me. He called me in the middle of the night. I'm like, man, everything all right? Everything all right? He's like, man, I'm all the way out here on tour, and I'm getting calls about you and Clint. You got to stop fishing the amateurs. It's over. You got to go to the pro, right? So then, outside of that, the whispers around was, yeah, Obedy and Clint, you know, yeah, they good, but they doing that at the amateur level. Come do that over here at the pro level. So then, fast forward, it's the wintertime. ABA.
The first one.
We're
like, all right, let's do it.
Yep.
And
this is when I'm like,
we weren't too good in the winter.
Right. We wasn't too good in the winter, but at the same time, this is when they're saying like they can't do that at the pro level. So we was like, we gotta really, like, this was kind of like we gotta really practice. Like,
we
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We were like,
we gotta take this serious, because if we get our ass kicked at this tournament, it was like, you see? Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Playing with the big boys. So this is where I went out and I was practicing. Yep. And that's when I started, I was throwing the A-rig and a little crankbait. And I told you, I said, Eastwood, I found 1s and 2s, and I found some 3s. Mm-hmm. He was like, well, shit, let's go with the 3s. And I was like, all right. This is when the A-rig just got started, but nobody was really throwing it on the Delta. So I was telling Clint, like, all right, you're hitting this A-rig and these crankbaits. And this is something that we normally don't do.
No. Back up.
Talk to me.
So it's January, I think January or something. Mm-hmm. Winter, butt ass cold. But we get up there in the morning. You go into Russo's. It smells like that wet dog smell. Russo's. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Up in that little office with the heater and shit going. Yeah. Some donuts.
Oh yeah.
And you go there to sign the things, right?
That's right.
So we go to sign up, and the dude goes, We sign up the director. We give him our papers or whatever, pay him, and he goes, all right. He looks at us. He's all, just so you know, it's 5 fish, black bass. He's like looking at me, 5 fish, black bass. He's like 13 inches. Like telling us like the basic rules.
Like this is our first time ever fishing a tournament.
Of a tournament. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
there's no stripers, there's no catfish and crappies.
I'm like, and then I'm like, in my mind, I'm going, is this for real? And then before I could even say, I was like, I forget what you said, man. You said something. You said something.
I looked at the dude and I said, Clint, this guy don't know who we are. Is he serious? Is he serious? We're kicking at you. You gonna act like you don't know who we are. Everybody at this point knows who. Like, this is the tournament. I'm feeling like this is the make or break tournament, and you talk to me like this is my first tournament here.
So, goes, is this dude serious? And like looks at me, and like we just walked out. I kind of left it at that. And then as we walk out the door, he looks at. He's like. He's gonna know us. He's gonna know us today.
He's gonna know us today by the end of this tournament.
And we're thinking, I'm over here like he caught 2 fish in 2 days and 3. Like this is the winner. We ain't doing the best of the winner. Yeah, man. We get to spot.
We get to spot.
We start
catching them. Right, bigger than the 3s. Now they like 4s and stuff. And I'm like, this is better than I even thought. Right. So I'm like. We stayed with this all day. We had one of them early morning bags. So I'm like, we stayed with this all day. They got to see us, right? So we fishing. Lawless patch across the way in cul-de-sac like this, right? Eastwood was like, we need to go punch that patch. I'm like, Eastwood, stay with the program. We doing good. Let's just stick with this. Let's not switch. He was like, oh, we need to go check it. We got to keep it on it. I said, Eastwood, let's not switch it up. Let's just stick with this. We doing good. He was like, let me just go over there and just make a couple of flips. A couple of flips is not going to hurt us. Fine, Eastwood. Let's go over there and make a couple of flips. Hey, got him. We came back with gorks. Hey, the same time, right? There was a lot of people on the bank, and they was fishing for bluegills, right?
They were striper fishing.
Yeah, so they striper fishing, right? It's like 8 guys, right? And we're in the zone of this patch because we just got to be like, oh my God, it might be one more. All of a sudden, weights start getting hella close to the boat. And I was like, what the hell is going on?
They were bombing at us.
Israel was like, they're bombing. They're trying to hit us. Like, because we were in the area. So they're bombing like, right? Israel was like, I dare one of them boys to hit this boat. I dare one of them boys to hit this boat. I come up there and kick everybody out. Hey, they came out and said, Israel, we outnumbered, baby.
It was like 25 of us. They were all little, though.
Yeah, they was all little. We probably got half of it, but I think the other half would have probably whooped our ass. But either way, but you know what I'm saying? We're going to tell y'all stories on the people we met on the bank later.
Oh, this guy.
We got a couple of those stories. So we ended up just getting out of there. We come back. We win the tournament.
Win the tournament.
Our first professional tournament at that level, and we won it.
With all the Kim.
With every Kim, with everybody.
I remember Rosetti looked at me and was like, what you got? You looked like you had a good bag. Shout out to Rosetti, known him for years.
Hey, shout out to Rosetti. That's our guy, man. Another Delta legend.
Yeah. But everyone's like, oh, he's super quiet. I'm like, shit, not to us.
Yeah, not to us.
Something. But before this, I didn't know. I never really talked to him. I just knew he was one of the legends out here on the water. Yep. And he goes, "Hey man, that looked like a nice bag. What'd you guys have?" And I go, 23.
Yeah.
And like 23 in the winter at this time was super good, you know.
Big time. When they said that, people was like, in the winter?
Yeah.
That's when it was a game like, okay, all right, we have arrived. Like these dudes, y'all for sure are pros now. And that drive home was probably one of the best drive home, the highlight, you know, because it was like everything was leading up to that.
We were just like, yeah.
Finally came together.
We got us one of them real plaques.
Yeah,
you know
we finally got the plaque. We driving home.
ABA
plaque, professional. Everybody know our name. Mark got the call. Everything was just where it's supposed to be. And then the dude who acted and didn't know who we was, me and Eastwood looked at each other while we driving home. What we say?
He knows now.
Hey, you guys, and that there was was a Yonder Tale. And we appreciate y'all listening, man. Me and Eastwood, we about to start getting them back on track so we can keep hitting you guys with these stories, because we got plenty more stories, and we still ain't even brought the other guys in to collaborate with the other stories that we have. So, hey, thanks for tuning in, and we see you guys on the next one.
Dude. Yes, sir.
There it is, Eastwood.
Another one in the hatch.
That's another one, yeah. I got something to work on. My God, gotta keep them.
Keep them coming.